Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. Pre-COVID, I did not really pay attention to plants and flowers, perhaps because springtime was always the busiest time in our parish calendar. You've got Holy Week festivities, followed by our community meeting, then by First Communions, then you've got confirmations and graduations. So springtime was always busy. And if there were free times, I wouldn't go to farms and flower fields and museums. I would go elsewhere. But this year, because theme parks and most restaurants were not open for dine-ins, I got to go to flower fields, museums, and gardens in Carlsbad, in Descanso, and in Huntington Library, and got to appreciate the different varieties of plants and flowers, and also got to appreciate the work involved in maintaining them and keeping them blooming. One big part of the work is pruning. Those who have roses, for example, will know that they need to be pruned if you are to get the best out of them. In fact, what is true of roses is true of most plants. Pruning brings on new life. While it sounds beautiful, pruning really evokes a variety of feelings from uncomfortable to painful. To be pruned, to suffer a cut is certainly painful. When a branch is cut off from a tree, the tree would bleed with sap at where the branch is cut off. Yet, no matter how painful pruning is, it is necessary to keep the plants grow and the flowers bloom. Jesus uses this same imagery in our gospel reading today. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. I don't know with you, but this pandemic felt like God was pruning all of us. It was uncomfortable, yes. It was painful, yes. In fact, painful is an understatement. But it really felt like God was pruning us, removing from us habits and mentalities that were actually impeding our growth. Our materialism, our busyness, and having no time for things that really matter. We have become more conscious of the shortness of life, of our need for God. It has changed our ways, paying more attention to things that we would typically ignore, and so many other things. But the pruning and cutting off isn't a one-time thing. It has to be regular and consistent. We constantly need to be pruned so that we may continue to grow and blossom. There are things we really need to shed off if we are to become all that God is calling us to be. And no matter how painful the process becomes, we need to take courage, for we know it is for our best, and we are assured that the Lord is with us through and through. Amen.